Hey everybody, this is Wendy. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have a quick and easy birthday gift bag for you. I actually made this gift bag for my father-in-law for his birthday. And then I changed it up a little in the video here because I actually made his with wrenches and sockets and stuff. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I used the layering circle framelits, the confetti celebration stamp set from the annual catalog, and the gift bag punch board. I have a love-hate relationship with this gift bag punch board. I love what it creates, but for whatever reason, I have the hardest time using it right when I get started. But I think I finally mastered it. So I figured out it goes in a pattern. You're making the front of the bag, the side, the back of the bag, the side, every time. So I'm starting with a 5" by 11" piece of cardstock. I've lined it up at that first little start line over there, and I'm scoring at the medium mark and the horizontal mark. Then I'm going to make the side of the bag, and I'm going to score at the two little diagonals down here where it says side and horizontal. Punching, and the punching is tough on this bag. I don't know if I just happen to get a board that's really hard to punch or if everybody's is hard to punch, but mine is pretty tough. Okay, so then I'm going to move this down and line it up. You can see that little notch sticking out there where I've lined it up with the next line, and you just keep doing that. There are instructions on how to do this on the board itself. So if this is moving too quickly for you or you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, you can see here, see where I've just scored? I'm lining up to that little bitty tick mark or that tab that's sticking out. But at any rate, and then I had forgotten to make this punch, so I had to go back to the very front and punch here. They're super easy to make once you get the hang of how to use the board. Then you can flip the board around. You're going to line up where that little point comes out in the middle of your bag on the front and back and punch, and it punches the two holes. Now I'm folding on all the score lines. And after I did that, you have this little about 1/2" tab piece that's left over at the end, and you just want to add your adhesive to that and cut away that last little tab there at the bottom because it doesn't really have a use. So you're just going to fold this over and close the bag. So super simple to make, so easy to do once you get going. Now, as I was saying, if you're struggling with instructions from my video here and you still don't get how to use this, that's okay, because there's instructions on the board itself. The board is really inexpensive. I think it's $19.95, and it obviously lasts forever, so it's a super good investment. If you don't already have one of these, I highly recommend having one because you can make lots of different size bags using this board. For the bottom, it's pretty obvious how to close up the bottom. You just put adhesive on one of the flaps, fold all the flaps over, and then fold the last one that had the adhesive on it closed. So now about the decorating. You could do tons of different options for decorating. I could have stamped the whole bag. I could have made all kinds of different tags. You can do tons of different stuff. You could cut a window out of the front of the bag if you wanted to. So I decided to take this star that says yay that is already in the same stamp set and use smoky slate ink, and I am just randomly stamping this star. Well, that's not true. This isn't random stamping. It's actually pattern stamping, as I'm sure that you can tell. So I started out with a diagonal line, and then I'm stamping all of these at a diagonal, but then I'm going to cut it down to 2" by 4.5". And I have to tell you, the reason I did it this way is because for whatever reason, when I try to do pattern stamping on a piece of cardstock that's already the size it's supposed to be, the stamped images look wonky to me. So I went ahead and did a bigger piece. Now I'm using the envelope punch board again to punch holes in the top of that tag because I want that to line up with the bag when I tie it all together. I'm using the Happy Birthday sentiment in Memento Tuxedo black ink from that exact same stamp set. So I used one stamp set for all of this. And then I'm using my Stampin' Blends to color in the Happy Birthday, and the light Night of Navy is what I'm using here. And then I'm using the dark just along the bottom of every letter. and then I'll go back in with the light and kind of blend right in the center. And so you kind of get this really cool ombre look on your letters. I do want to mention that the cardstock I used for the bag is Dapper Denim. So you can get away with pairing Night of Navy and Dapper Denim if you are careful. Because I think looking at the bag, it's not super obvious that I've used Night of Navy on the letters versus the color of the bag. These little ovals were cut out of the layer framelits. I just took some metallic thread there and ran it all around, making loops on top of adhesive so that it's got this kind of just a fun little added element. And then I'm adding adhesive to the back of my smoky slate scalloped oval and adding it to the tag. And so then I've got this great background and everything. So originally, oh, and this is exciting. Okay, this is Shreddy. This is going to be in the new Occasions catalog. FYI, if you need an Occasions catalog from me, just go to my website at loveandstampin.com, click on catalogs, and then click on request a catalog. And you will be able to get a catalog from me. I will happily send you one in the mail along with a celebrations brochure. So this is in the new catalog, and you can get all 3 packs of Shreddy. They all come in one package, and I think they're $7. So it's a really great deal because you can see what a little amount of Shreddy I used for this bag. I did not use that much at all. So this is going to be something you're really going to want to put on your wish list because you can use it for Easter, you can use it for all kinds of things. And with the white Shreddy, I foresee myself dyeing it and using different colors to spritz it. So I'm super excited about trying that out. Okay, I'm using this awesome gingham ribbon that's smoky slate to tie the top of the bag, and I've just poked it through both the holes. And then I'm going to add the tag to the front. So the great thing about this little tag and box is that the tag is kind of just pulled right into the bag, but it's not permanently adhered to the bag. So you can take it off and use it again, or you could reuse this bag if you wanted to. I closed the bag using my tweezers. I love these tweezers. These are from Provo Craft, but they're opposite tweezers. So when you squeeze them, they close. Or no, when you squeeze them, they open. When you don't squeeze them, they're closed. So that works great for little projects like this. So it's holding my bag shut so that I can tie my bow. If you follow me on YouTube, you know I absolutely hate tying bows on screen, but I did it for you anyways. I really, for whatever reason, I become total fumble fingers and have the hardest time. Luckily, this ribbon ties really, really well, and it doesn't cause me a lot of headache. So I was able to tie a bow pretty easily. So that's it. That's the bag, and this just makes the perfect little bag for a little gift, anything you wanted to put inside. I put gift cards inside of mine. You can click on either one of the videos that you see here to purchase them in my online store, and you can click on the little circle that has my face in it to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you have an awesome day and join me again on Friday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.